Control Center. We are awaiting a news conference right now from the Montgomery Area Chamber of Commerce that has to do with CSX and a site gold level property.
Good evening, everybody.
It's a big announcement that the chamber is ready to make right now to reveal the location of that property. It will take you.
And I want everybody to know something. Montgomery is on fire, and it's not the heat. And I want to share that with you because each and every one you might know that we're in a fierce race to attract industry and economic investment from all around the world.
Right. I'm going to let y'all have it.
And these companies who are making billion-dollar decisions about where to locate, they're looking at a community like ours. And they're looking at the assets these communities have to offer. And that creates a fierce battle for economic growth and incentives. And one of the key things they look at is your infrastructure. Whether you have ready-made sites that can fully serve domestic and international industrial projects from around the world. And guess what? Montgomery is on fire because we have one of those such sites. And as the chamber chairman, I'm so proud to be able to announce that Montgomery's 230-acre industrial site located right here on US 31 near our airport and our inland port is a site in this nation that CSX has designated as a gold level site. Now, that might not mean much, but that's the best of the best. And when you are designated a gold level site, you all should be giving yourself an applause because it's a team effort to do that. Because the gold level sites put you in a position to attract the best of the best domestic and international industrial projects around the world. So not only I consistently talk about the momentum in Montgomery and the excitement here, but our partners, CSX, recognizes what you all are doing, what this community is doing. And we are, I'll top it off by, a gold level site means we are the #1 site in the nation for CSX. Nobody else got that designation but Montgomery. And we are so thankful, our team, our partners, for this designation, which put us poised to attract the best projects in the world. Companies all over the world will be looking to team up with Montgomery and CSX. So that is why I'm so excited and we're gathered here today. And I want to share that excitement with my friends who I've dined with, learned great lessons from, sat on board meetings with, to celebrate this great occasion. Will, if possible, I almost feel like I make friends pretty quickly, but will my new friend, Christina Bottomley, VP of Real Estate and Industrial Development for CSX, will you please come join me?
Thank you all for having me, and I couldn't agree more. Montgomery is on fire. It wasn't too long ago. In fact, it was just 2022, and before I'd even been to Montgomery. And now I'm proud to say I've been here a couple times and hope to be here many, many more times. If you'd asked me about Montgomery, I knew it was a tremendous growth space for this country when we look at onshoring and reshoring, just tremendous opportunities happening here, but I couldn't tell you much about it. And when I've now spent time in Montgomery, I've been just so impressed. The people are phenomenal. The economic development, look at this facility we're in today. It's just unbelievable what is happening in this great city. And before I go too far, I do want to thank our fantastic partners, the Montgomery Chamber of Commerce. We could not do this without your support. And then also the Montgomery Waterworks. Without you allowing this property to be part of this program, we wouldn't be able to have this great designation. And so it's completely phenomenal about this site. And I want to explain a little bit why having a site like this is so important. So to be shovel ready, to be a gold level site, that could take years to get to. And to put it in perspective, we evaluate dozens of properties every year. And we only have 19 in the program, and this is the only site designated a gold site. It is a big deal to be part of this. It takes things like utilities, roads, access, permitting, and then, of course, it needs to be rail served by CSX or a CSX partner. But what this does is it really showcases properties to potential customers to bring growth to wonderful communities like Montgomery. When you look at the different just the different opportunities we see, one thing I hear all the time is we need more properties. We need more properties. So finding properties like this one, like the CNJ property, is phenomenal. And I think also when you look at the types of customers that we're seeing, more and more customers are focused on their ESG goals. And CSX is a fabulous partner for that. There is nothing greener for transportation than rail. It's just a tremendous option for our customers. So with that, I'd like to really continue this great momentum we've had with the City of Montgomery. And thank you all for having us. And so I'd like to call up a couple of, let me see, do I have it? Oh, here we go. So I would like to call up Ray and General Bostic, and we're going to do, oh, excuse me. So I want to present you with this wonderful plaque, which designates the CNJ property as a gold select site for CSX.
Now that deserves a round.
Yeah.
Well, this was short and sweet to the point, but I want you all to understand this is huge. I've sat at the table with General Bostic, Lieutenant General Bostic, and wanted him to say something, even though he said it all by being on the board of CSX, leading this nation, and unbelievable work he's done in this country and what he's done with CSX, and he shared unbelievable things with me. He encouraged me, and he is looking forward to, with his company and the board, to do business in Montgomery. And we are very happy. Oh, I saw my friend. The mayor and this city is a team. And we get this done by Mayor Steve Reed, and today he's not here, but Chip Hill, his right-hand man, as I call him, executive. Will you come up, Chip? I want you to speak on behalf of the city. Sure. The city made
Thank you so much. Thank you. As LeBaron said, I'm Mayor Reed's Chief of Staff. It's an honor to be here today on behalf of the 200,000 residents of this city and the growth that's occurring right now in this region. And I'm really thankful for a couple of things. I spent the morning looking up train metaphors, and no one's used them yet. So I get to use them. I'm really excited. I just want to say this. We talk often. First of all, the partnership that exists between this Chamber of Commerce and this city, it's unprecedented how much we rely on them for counsel and partnership and growth. And that is why what's happening is happening. We talk often about nothing happens by accident. It happens when people of goodwill work together to make good things happen. Now, it's very important that we understand that our relationship with CSX and the railroad, we're linked. We're in there's a big word there, Mr. Lawyer.
Lockstep, good enough.
Let's call it lockstep. We're in lockstep with the railroad folks because we need to be honest about something, that without two things, Montgomery wouldn't even be here, and that's that river and the railroad. And throughout the 200-year history of this city, there have been decisions made along the way that as the economy has changed, and the economy's changed how many times in 200 years? And choices have to be made not only by the city, but by our partners, and especially by the railroad industry. To witness the changes that have occurred, some have been great. This city's made some good choices. We also made some bad choices throughout history. And that's all right. We learn from the mistakes and we move forward. But what's important for us to understand is we have a partner like CSX whose record shows us that at the critical steps along the way, they were willing to innovate and invest. And that is why they are the company they are. That's why they have the profile that they have internationally, and why we are so honored. And let me say that you honor us today. You honor this city today, and we're grateful for that. You are our partner. We are committed to this growth. And I want to say back on the main point of nothing happens by accident. And these folks from CSX will tell you, this happened because in the last 14 months, we have had $1.7 billion in new economic growth in this community, and we have 2,000 new jobs in this community, multiple major developments, and I don't know how to put it any stronger than our governor did. When Governor Ivey said the economic growth in Montgomery, Alabama has been nothing short of staggering. That is her quote, and that's why we are so excited. So I'm going to close with my two train metaphors. Montgomery is on the right track, and Montgomery is on the fast track. And I will close, I do want to close with this. And General Bostic, sir, it's my honor to be here as an Army veteran. And I just want to thank you on behalf of the hundreds of thousands of soldiers who served under you long after I was gone. Thank you, sir.
Well, I won't stop the fun. This is a beautiful facility, but Montgomery is on fire, and the momentum is absolutely mind-boggling. We are doing great things. Be proud of yourself, and let's continue to partner with great partners like CSX. Thank you all for this unbelievable honor. Thank you all for being here.
You've been watching the Montgomery Area Chamber of Commerce make what it calls an economic development announcement. CSX has designated a 230-acre industrial property on the south side of the city as a gold level property. Now, this is a pretty big distinction here. CSX is one of the nation's, it says it as a selections program, one of the nation's most rigorous site certification programs. So to identify this as a gold level property means it's a top tier rail service industry that is a really big deal for the city of Montgomery. It means that it has access to utilities, to railroads, obviously, to roads, and is really going to be a place that can showcase properties for future potential businesses. Just to give you an idea of what CSX means already to the state of Alabama, it operates about 1,500 miles of track. It has some major rail yards in both Birmingham and Mobile, as well as Montgomery. And just back in 2016, it had already designated a site in Macon County, along with a site in Montgomery, as select sites. So this is a step above select sites, and this is going to be used as a tool that will bring in new businesses, that will bring in new industries that can be served by CSX. Of course, we have a crew there. As you saw, we had a crew at that press conference that was able to bring you that press conference live. We will, of course, have much more on this throughout the day here on WSFA 12 News and explain exactly why this is a big deal and the impact it's going to have in the future of not just Montgomery, but really the river region and the entire state of Alabama. Our Brady Talbert was there, and he'll have wrap-ups all day long through the rest of the evening on our newscast and on WSFA.com. Right now, I'm Bethany Davis inside the WSFA 12 News Digital Center. Thanks so much for being with us.